Hey, it's Scott and Jay from 98.1 The Bridge. And we are about to do something we've never done here at The Bridge. Jam 9 people into our small studio. Big Sugar is in Lethbridge tonight, and we thought we'd celebrate by just having them take over the radio station. So,
you know, the rest of the country calls them Le Grand Sucre.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's French. You're French, right?
A little bit.
Okay. Big Sugar, live here at The Bridge.
Hey, Scott McGregor, afternoon show, joined with the most amount of people that have ever been in the studio before. The great band Big Sugar is in town tonight. Welcome, fellas.
Man. Yeah, good to be here.
You guys are doing a show tonight at the U of L Theater, proudly presented by 98.1 The Bridge and the Geomatic Attic. It's all to promote your new acoustic record, Yard Style. And Gord, this for you guys have never done a full acoustic tour before. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah, we've done a full acoustic album called Yard Style, and this is our first time going across the country playing, giving an all-acoustic presentation. There's 8 of us in the band, and all 8 of us are in the studio right now, believe it or not.
It's cozy.
It's pretty cozy. Yeah, I got to admit.
So what inspired doing this, doing the acoustic tour, doing the acoustic album?
I mean, I think you'll be able to hear, even just when we play in the control room, there's just this quiet beauty to being able to play these old folk instruments. You know, I mean, this banjo is 100 years old. Some of these are all like handmade instruments. And our acoustic presentation is really just that. There's no speakers on stage. There's nothing plugged in. We don't really have electricity involved in the equation. So it's more about the singing and all the intricacies of playing together, and it's nice to play without a barrier between us and the audience. I mean, usually in rock and roll, there's this great sonic push toward the audience, and in this case, there really isn't that. So I can hear the audience responding to every little thing that they hear. If they sing with us, that we hear them, you know. So it's a nice way to respond with your audience.
Cool. Take me through the making of Yard Style. You guys could have easily done a greatest hits, all of your radio singles, done acoustically, but you didn't, and you purposefully didn't.
Yeah, well, you know, even the songs that were radio singles for us, they were never invented to be radio singles per se. I mean, we're thankful that someone heard them and said, hey, this would sound good on the radio, and they got played.
Right.
Now, that's fortunate for us, but we've always just governed ourselves creatively based on what we're inspired to do, and that's worked out for us all up till now. So I think we're just going to stick with that. And playing acoustically, again, like I said, you know, when you hear us play like this, you can really hear the musical camaraderie, and it's very easy to get inspiration from this configuration. And it was really, the idea came out of these kind of radio station visits where, I mean, half the band would either sit on the bus or in the dressing room all day while I would go out and do interviews. It's like, well, just grab some bongos and grab our harmonica and a melodica or whatever you got, and let's just go to the radio stations. And we just felt a great sense of camaraderie, and it's so fun to play this way. I think at some point we looked at each other and said, what if this was it? What if this was the tour? Like, yeah, man, that's a good idea.
Cool. Yeah. One thing I really love about you specifically is that you love doing radio interviews. You know,
yeah, sure.
In fact, we were told if we present the show, it's mandatory that you come in and do an interview with us.
Yeah, no problem.
And we love that. Why is that kind of stuff important to you?
Well, just to, you know, it connects us. Like I said, the whole thing is about connecting with the people that care about our music. You know, it's a way of reaching out to people and saying, hey, look, we're doing something nice. Come and get involved. And like I said, radio, although we never planned our whole thing to get on the radio, radio's been super good to us all through our career. We've been played on the radio, and we don't take that for granted, you know.
For sure.
I don't want to be like a radio single naysayer. You know, I'm just saying creatively we were never governed by anything except our own musical whims, you know.
Which I think makes the best music anyways.
Yeah, it's really true.
Let's hear some of it right now. What are you going to play for us?
All right, how about we turn some lights on?
All right. I gotta get out of the way here. Mr. Chill, would you like some headphones?
No, we're good.
No, we're good.
We're all good. Thanks for asking.
Acoustical, here we go. Turn the lights on.
won't you wake me up when you get home? Turn the lights on, baby, before you lie down, baby. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on, baby, before you lie down, baby. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on, baby, before you lie down, baby. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on, baby, let it shine on, baby. Turn the lights on. If I'm sleeping like a log, wake me up and I'll be your dog. Oh. Wake me up when you get home. Wake me up when you get home. Turn the lights on, baby, before you lie down, baby. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on, baby, before you lie down, baby. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on, baby, before you lie down, baby. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on, baby, let it shine on, baby. Turn the lights on. Let your hair down when we get down. And then won't you let it down?
All right. Woo! That was amazing. I have to apologize to you guys because I'm standing right kind of in front of you. And I didn't know whether to stand or to sit on the ground.
There's no nice way to do this, man. We're all crammed in here.
That was awesome. Take me through the packaging of Yard Style. I have a copy of the CD right here, and the physical CD is the coolest physical CD I've seen.
Oh,
I want to say ever. It's black on the back and looks like a vinyl record.
Yeah, the CD looks like the vinyl. Well, we primarily made this as a vinyl record. First of all,
okay.
it's a two platter LP. So I wanted the CD version to at least have the same cool factor as the vinyl packaging.
Why do you think vinyl is as cool as it is now? And even I've heard cassettes are coming back.
Wasn't vinyl always the coolest? I mean, you're in a room full of people that don't know what you're talking about, man. Because vinyl's always been an integral part of our world. So I'm just glad everybody else is getting hip to it now. I was like, well, finally, where were you guys? You know.
We're downloading iTunes. It was a mistake. We take it all back. I would if I could. One thing you mentioned to me, too, is that this tour is not only, obviously, to talk about, the diversity that is your entire band, but some charity work.
Yeah, man, it's a really important creative thrust to this tour is our connection with World Vision in Ethiopia. We've been working on a project in a small village in Ethiopia called Jarso. And it really has been very invigorating for us. Every night, our fans are coming to the merch table and looking at the pictures of the kids in the village and sponsoring a child so that they can go to school. When we started this tour, there were no children in school in Jarso, and we're only at the midway point of the tour, and we've had to change to another village because our fans have got all the kids in school just one at a time. People come up to the merch table, sponsor a kid, and so we're really proud of our fans. And so now we have focused our attention on Ename, Ethiopia, to get the kids in that village in school. And our fans have not let us down, man. Every night we're just amazed to see a handful of kids, another handful of kids, another handful of kids get sponsored every night. That's great. Yeah, man. It's bigger than music. It's more important than music, but at the same time, it's lovely that music can inspire people to do that. It really makes us proud of our fans and also proud of our chosen path, to play music, but to do good works while you're doing that.
Why is Ethiopia important to the band? Why there's so many charities. Why specifically sending kids to school in Ethiopia? Why did that hit home with you guys?
You can probably tell by looking around the room that Rastafarianism is deeply intertwined with our whole scene. Not everybody in the band is, but I think everyone in the band especially is sensitive to it and inspired by it, and without going into the whole history of the Rastafarian beliefs, it's very inspiring to us. And it's not enough, there's so much renta rasta out there that the dreadlocks are not a hairstyle. You know what I mean? It's an outward sign of your piety and your devotion to an ethos, and that involves what you do, not just how you look and that you sing reggae music. It's not about dreadlocks. It's not about smoking ganja. It's not strictly about any of that thing. It's more about how you care for each other on a human-to-human level. It's a spirituality that's based with your feet in the dirt, and your person being on earth and taking care of each other. So that's a big inspiration for us to get involved in these kind of charitable works too.
Sure. Speaking to the guys from Big Sugar, live in Lethbridge tonight at the U of L. Tickets still available at the U of L box office. Details on our website too, 981thebridge.ca. Want to do another song? Because I kind of want to hear one.
Sure.
Seriously, am I in your way?
Yeah,
are you guys okay? You're okay. I keep getting that I'm okay, but I feel a little weird.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, man. Well,
okay. So last time I spoke to you, and we talked about this on the ride over, you made Lethbridge radio history by recording a song acoustically or doing a song live acoustically that you'd never done before. And I asked if you wanted to do that again.
Okay. All right.
If you would grace 98.1 The Bridge with a little Big Sugar history.
Okay. This will be the first time for us to play I'm a Ram from 500 Pounds with a banjo and a bunch of creaky little instruments. Let's see what happens.
All right, here we go. Big Sugar live
in fact,
on 98.1 The Bridge.
So it's in D. I think I'm going to have to tell some of the guys the chords here. I mean, it is, right? Sure. You'll get hip to it as you go. You'll see it. I'll be calling stuff out as we go. Ready? I'm a Ram. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Your life I do. I'm a Ram. I wanna get next to you. I do. I'm a Ram. I wanna get next to you. Yes, I do.
Well, that could get on the set list.
For the first time ever acoustically, Big Sugar, I'm a Ram live at 98.1 The Bridge. Oh, thanks so much for coming in, guys. One thing I did want to mention is Jay from our morning show, which is that bald guy right there. He read an article about you guys doing juicing. Now on the bus. Now instead of drinking beer after the show, you guys are into juicing and a little more healthier lifestyle, which goes to the I want to say holistic sound of Big Sugar acoustically. Maybe you could speak on that a little bit and why that kind of stuff is important to you.
Well, on this tour, it's rough, when you're in the bus every day, you travel to a different city. I mean, every day. We don't have days off to do nice things. The nice thing we do is play music every day. So to stay fit and healthy, to be able to do that, man, it's not tenable, you know what I mean? It's not a Grady tour. Grady go on tour and it's be drinking some tequila and smoking and drinking and staying up all night partying because I'm going to pick up an electric guitar and scream my head off. It's not the same thing. You can't just get by with rock and roll enthusiasm. This is a very exposed kind of performance where everyone's singing, we're all playing. You can hear every crackle in the voice, you know. So just to stay fit and healthy on the whole tour, man, we've been getting our fresh produce in us every day, man. It's really made a difference.
Well, a big thank you to Carrie and everyone at Booster Juice who brought you guys.
I know, man. We got
juices.
here and we got some Booster Juice in us. I know I'm back in Canada when I get my Booster Juice. That's always a nice thing.
That's great. Showtime tonight. Big Sugar live at the UFL Theater. Tickets on sale now. Details at 981thebridge.ca. Thanks so much, guys, for coming in.
And keep in mind, the show's at 8 o'clock. No opening act. It's 2 sets of Big Sugar. With an intermission, it's a whole night of our music, so make sure you get there early.
And if you are just tuning in now and you missed Big Sugar Live, we will have a video on our website. Click it, 981thebridge.ca.
What do? We pledge to bring you fresh new music every day. Lethbridge's new modern music station, 98.1 The Bridge.